Welcome to Alien Worlds Community TV. Today we have Nico from Taco Crypto. They've got the entire Taco Crypto universe, and it's really interesting how they're involved with Alien Worlds with a pretty epic game, to be honest, called Acryptia. And then off that game, they're building some group battles called boss battles, and they have quite a vision for how that's all playing out. And we get to see a little bit of gameplay. This is an awesome project. So let's hop into the episode. Nico, welcome to the show. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about how you got started with Alien Worlds and Acryptia.
And it's an interesting story because a former colleague brought me on Wax, and the first game he showed me was Alien Wars. He was a big player at the time, and I started on Wax with a standard shovel and a melee human, started mining, and I got mesmerized by the wax space and decided to create a project on wax based on our study of the chain and its strengths, and we used our background as mobile developers to develop a mobile app that allowed wax players to interact with the other apps through our app, which is called the Taco Utility app. And it started all there, and obviously Taco became much bigger over time. But the first love, Alien Worlds, it's still there, and we're glad that we are partnering up with them, and so I'm super happy about that.
So you found the Wax blockchain first, and then was Alien Worlds the game that you started playing first on the Wax blockchain, and that what drew you to it, or what drew you to Alien Worlds? Yeah.
Sorry, it was the other way around. This friend of mine told me, play this game, and obviously in order to play Alien Worlds, you need to do all the steps, the onboarding steps on Wax, and but the access point was Alien Worlds, definitely.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So tell us a little bit about your experience first accessing Alien Worlds. You were mining. Do you have any kind of interesting strategies or any gameplay that was unique that you want to share with people? Tips, tricks, just fun things that happened?
At the time, my former colleagues were more advanced than me, so I was like asking them all the time what I could do, to improve my gaming experience, improve my mining, what were the channels to gain knowledge, and step by step they onboarded me on Alien Wars Telegram, Alien Wars Discord. We were always looking for new announcement by the team, and obviously I was looking for better NFTs. I remember the time I got my first standard capacitor, and step by step we were improving our position, and afterwards we were full Wax users, and after a few weeks or maybe a month, we decided to create Taco, because we were in awe with the system and how the blockchain worked, and we decided that we could create something very, very cool on Wax.
Yeah. So where do you think today the best places for players to gather intel and figure out strategies, and what would kind of be your advice for people to get the best info to do that today?
On Alien Worlds or on Wax?
For Alien Worlds, like how specifically for the gameplay, like the miners and the people playing the game. What do you think the best strategy for them to learn about, like the newest best way to play, new angles is?
For me, a no-brainer would be joining a syndicate, because I think that in syndicates, Alien Worlds is doing something very different, something completely managed by the community. And when you are part of a community, you immediately become part of the project, and you feel that the project is yours. If you're playing alone, it might be you wouldn't have the same experience, you wouldn't have the same passion for it, because it might be you might feel alone, have nobody to talk with. But in a community, you are always in a family, you're always with people trying to help or trying to create cool events to make people entertain and engaged all the time, day by day. So there are a lot of people working behind the syndicate. So in my opinion, a no-brainer would be start from there.
And how would you go about choosing a syndicate, or do you have any kind of recommendations on syndicates you like?
I know Xander from Ayeki, and so I would say that, but no, I have no preference over a syndicate or another. But definitely, I love how Xander works because he also has a very big Twitch channel, and he's all about the community. Always doing giveaways, events, contests is the best way to onboard people and keep people engaged and make people part of the family. So as I said before, so yes, I love the strategy that they're having to create a tight community.
Yeah, I like the multifaceted. There's so many ways to become a part of Alien Worlds. There's the different games, and then there's the syndicates, and then there's even galactic hubs, grant programs. It's just like you come into the community, start poking around, start learning, and then kind of find your natural path. It's a little bit like the real world, almost like if you were going to start a business. Someone's not going to tell you how to do it. You just come in and kind of start playing the game and figure it out. That makes it really interesting. What other games have you played, or what other kind of ways do you like getting involved with Alien Worlds? Let's say outside of the game that you're building. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but
being project representative, obviously the time to be 100% involved in other projects as it's always little. But since Taco started grow, we had the chance to be involved with Alien Worlds in another way. So being project representatives, so we were very lucky to meet some of the Alien Worlds team on the Nifty Blocks event in Netherlands at the end of 2022, and we had the chance to meet. I had the chance to meet Evan in person, which is a fantastic guy, a great professional, and we immediately started to think what we could do to partner up, and after a few months, we decided that the best way to do it was through galactic hubs. So even I'm not 100% involved as a player in Alien Worlds anymore, I am always in touch with the team because obviously we want to build something great together and give great value to the chain. And being able to do now as a project representative is something great because we think that what we're doing now can impact a lot of people positively and bring the wax experience on another level.
And by project representative, you mean that you're going to events and meeting people in the public type of thing, or what do you mean by project representative?
Yes, not only going to events, but also in the digital space. I represent Taco, like my other colleagues. We represent Taco, and we are trying to build some new experience. And obviously, in order to do that, having partnerships with top tier projects like Alien Worlds, it's very important. So obviously, I'm representing Taco, and my job being the CMO is also to try to bring collabs and talk with other project representatives on the other companies like Alien Worlds. So not only physically, but also in the digital space. So every day.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Talk a little bit about the big picture, what Crypto Taco is, and then we'll kind of zoom down into how you're associated with Alien Worlds directly and what you're building.
Taco is a very interesting platform for any wax player because it has three main pillars, which are gaming, DeFi, and utility. As I told you before, we started with our Taco utility app because we were mobile developers, and so through our utility app, you can interact with the chain. So it's very interesting. But then we started developing also games, and we have also a fully functional coin swap, where you can swap all your wax tokens, and also provide liquidity and earn daily rewards, which is called Taco Swap. But in the end, we put the utmost attention on the gaming side, and not very long after creating the Taco utility app, we decided we wanted to create very innovative play to earn games. So we came up with Taco Universe, which is an interesting play to earn game, which can allow you to gain resources by owning NFTs. And now Acryptia, which is our dungeon card game, which allows you to have fun and earn rewards, NFT rewards by playing, and obviously have a different experience because it's like a roguelike dungeon card game where you have to play and complete tasks, and you can upgrade your season pass so in order to win more prizes, join leaderboards. So now our main goal obviously is on Acryptia and the gaming side, but Taco is a much broader project.
Okay, and it looks like Acryptia Season 3 is launching. And is that going now, or is that about to launch? And how long are the seasons, and kind of how's the season system work?
We launched on April the 4th, and it lasts 54 days, so roughly 2 months. And this season is very exciting because we added skins, Google login, so you don't need a crypto wallet in order to onboard more users on Wax in an easy way. And also we added the season pass system, as I mentioned before, and obviously we are going to hold A2 boss battles together with Alien Worlds, which are special events during the season, which are going to allow players to play together, to complete together a collective task by simply playing Acryptia and win great prizes. So it's a packed season, and players are going to enjoy it a lot.
That sounds fun. So the boss battle, there's going to be a collective task. They kind of come together in a clan, and then they go, and it's still a card game, and then they go as a clan kind of and fight a boss together. Can you explain a little bit more about like how that's actually going to play out?
Yes, basically it's an event where there is a collective task that players have to complete. Obviously, players are playing on their own, so by just playing a normal Acryptia game, they will collect points for these collective tasks. And once the task is completed, the players will earn a share of the total prize pool based on the points they collected. And the nice thing of the A2 boss battles is that it's a closed event, it's a whitelisted event, and only Alien Worlds gem holders will be able to play it. So there is already a lot of interest around how to get the Alien Worlds gem, because obviously the prices are very high, and the game is so fun and entertaining, and so it's going to be interesting.
So people are going to get whitelisted, and they need the gem. And is this the gem? How to get it? Is that a secret? Is there information being leaked out about it, or are you gonna like what's that look like? Because I want to know how to get a gem.
No, I can reveal it, and we are going to distribute in 3 different ways. 200 gems are going to be obtainable through Blend, a whitelisted blend where players who have already collected some medals through Acryptia are able to have a pre-access and complete the blend. The blend has to be completed by crafting 5 standard shovels, 5 Alienware standard shovels. And the other section of the distribution is through syndicates. We are going to distribute 30 gems to the syndicates, so 5 each. And the nice thing about syndicates is that they will distribute them according their own rules, because each syndicate has different rules, and we're just going to send them. And then the last call, 20 gems distributed through a giveaway, which is going to be a big one through Bounty Block, and players are able to join the giveaway only if they have the first prize of the Acryptia season, which is a bronze medal, which is claimable by anyone who completes a few tasks by playing the game. So it's this is the distribution system. So it's capped at 250 gems. So the supply is small, and the rewards are high, and this is just one of the reasons that there's a high demand for these gems. So it's very interesting to see how it goes.
That's great. Is there where can people go to find the kind of bullet points of what they need to do to get a gem?
Yes, on our Medium, they can find everything. The article has been already released, so they can see everything. And also, what I have not mentioned is that the A2 boss battles are events. It's not just one event, so one and done. We're going to have at least 2 during Acryptia Season 3, and our plan is to have at least 1 more during Season 4. And so having the gem is not something that you it's not a one and done. You might want to hold it to join the future events. So it's going to be interesting also to see what players are going to do with it, and I'm very curious about it. And I'm also very curious to see how syndicates will distribute them and to which player, because obviously the rewards can be quite high, and I'm very curious to see how this will work.
Yeah, that's really fun how it's been gamified. So you'll be able to use the gem for multiple boss battles, and the gem is an NFT, I'm guessing. So they'll be able to transfer that in the marketplace as well if they want to?
Yes, exactly. In order to collect points while playing, you have to stake it, but you can unstake it anytime and put it on the market. So obviously players can also sell it anytime, and this is the interesting point, because obviously if you're selling it while there is an event ongoing, you're not collecting points. So there is a lot of strategy also on that. So I'm very curious, but I think that a lot of players are going to play, because each boss battle has a 20,000 TLM as prize pool. It's quite rich and interesting. So let's see how it goes also for the future season, because we're not stopping at this season. We're going to we're sharing a much broader plan with the Alien Worlds team, and we want to, in particular, we want to engage syndicates even more. So we are thinking about team battles in the future, and each syndicate is a team. So it's really just the beginning of something greater.
Yeah, that is interesting to think about how it evolves. So just sticking on the gem a little bit more, after these 3, this it's kind of guaranteed that there'll be at least a couple boss battles with this gem. Do you see that possibly having value in the future? Like, might you come back to say, those first set of gems, now we have games for them to play, or do you kind of see a hard stop on that?
That's sure. It's going to have future utility, because it's very important for us to always give utility to our NFTs. So even though in order to join boss battles you will need another NFT, or there will be other mechanics, those who have the ancient gem, obviously we'll have at least a whitelist or a perk in the future.
Hmm.
So maybe not a whitelist, but definitely a perk. And talking about perks, we have done something very interesting for these boss battles to add more spice to them. And we created, together with Alienwords, an exclusive limited edition skin branded Alienwords. So it's going to be card back branded Alienwords, and we are going to distribute only to the best players of the A2 boss battles. And this is one extra perk that just came while we were talking with the Alienwords team, and so we're always, as you can see, we're always looking for new perks for our NFT holders. So definitely, you can bet it will have some utility in the future.
And you say skin, like an avatar for that you can play the Alien Worlds game with, a new avatar, you're saying? Or what do you mean by the skin?
No, it's not. It's not going to be an avatar. While playing Acryptia, you have some skinnable objects, and that can be cards. That can be the cardboard. That can be the dungeon itself, the card dealer. There's a cauldron that helps you in the game somehow, and it's another skinnable object. And you can change their shape or their colors by owning a skin and applying it in the game. So obviously you can skin the card back with your Alienwords card back, and always have the Alienwords card back while you are playing, which is a great nice to have for players, because obviously cosmetics are loved by our community, and I'm sure that Alienwords players will love them and want them.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. And I mean, as the game evolves, then just the idea of holding something that you don't know the utility to, but you can see the team building stuff. That's always a fun thing for people to do. You mentioned something. Yeah,
it has utility obviously because you can apply in the game and have it as a cosmetic. So when you're streaming, people are seeing that you have great cosmetics that other people don't have. And also this is important because obviously Acryptia will have a PvP version, so a player versus player version in future. So it's going to be also very interesting to see how skins will play it out while players will be able to face each other.
Yeah. And how far off do you think the PvP version might be?
I will want to release before the year ends.
Okay, exciting. Developing quick. That's cool. You mentioned something in there. Another thing that's possible in the future is syndicates competing in boss battles against each other. How far along is that idea? Where is it at?
So while we were talking with the Galactic Hub team, Evan came out with a great idea and told us we would love to. So now the boss battles are individual events, even if you have to complete a collective task. What about making it a team effort? And immediately we thought about involving syndicates as teams, and where they can choose captains which collect more points than other players. So it could be also a very entertaining selection inside the syndicates. So right now it's not in the books, but we have talked about that, and we think that this could be a great future development for the boss battles. So as I said, it's not in the books, but we have talked about it, and we were all excited by talking about it. But obviously, we want first to launch the individual season in order to see, the traction that it gets, and I'm sure that this team development is going to happen sooner or later. So I'm very excited about being able to involve communities in this way. So I think that we will for sure go farther on this.
I love that idea. I love the different layers of competition in there, and the the idea of having a captain for the syndicate. So would the captain possibly, I know this is all just, you guys are kind of vetting the idea, but would the captain then possibly have like outweighted potential, or like they're more powerful since they're getting more of the they'd be getting more of the rewards? Is their production outweighed compared to the other people in the syndicate, or what's the captain concept?
Yeah, the captain concept could be of a selection of players who have probably an NFT that allows them to have a multiplier, as you said, for while playing the game. So imagine that I'm playing and I'm not a captain, and I'm dealing 1 damage, collecting 1 point. The captain maybe is dealing 1 damage and collecting 5 points. And this could be a very interesting development in future, because obviously the criteria and the selection inside the communities could be very, very entertaining, because obviously syndicates would want to have the best players as captains in order to win the team competition.
So in the competition specifically, is the captain's output weighted more heavily than everyone else? I'm trying to figure out the incentive for the syndicate to pay them more.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. So what else is kind of on the board in that realm? What other ideas is Taco Crypto thinking of doing?
And okay, for what concerns other idea, the idea is to develop Acryptia as much as possible, and these are the collaboration and the partnership through which we think that we can make the game always more popular. So as I told you, we're planning to release a PvP version, but also we are going to release a mobile alpha, because at the moment you can play only on desktop, but we are releasing also an alpha for mobile, because it's a fantastic casual game and it's ideal to play it on mobile. So we want to guarantee this experience to our players, and I think it will be loved even if it's under development. We want to release it and allow players, to keep on getting confidence playing on the mobile version while we are always developing it. And so this is another thing that we want to do, and also add layers of complexity to the game. So you will always face new monsters with new abilities, and obviously have the chance to to have a different strategy and a different approach from other players. You can already do it, but by adding more layers, you will the strategy will be even more important. And obviously, when we are going to release the PvP, that will be we say in the office laughing insanity, in the sense that it's going to add a lot of spice to the game, and we are very competitive in our office, so we love the possibility to play against each other and try to climb a leaderboard and be the top player by beating others. And obviously for the PvP, we're going to release some mechanics that you will be able to find only in the PvP version, some new NFTs that you will be able to find only in the PvP version. And yes, we hope also to be able to launch the PvP version, maybe doing something with Galactic Hubs, maybe. So yes, for what concerns Acryptia, this is the road.
The PvP version is, I like the word insanity. Like, it definitely ups the ante on any game that you're playing when you're playing against real humans and they're doing stuff that you didn't expect, and all the strategy that goes in. What kind of rewards and consequences are there when teams are going, or people are going head to head? How are you kind of envisioning that? And then obviously one part of it is working your way up some sort of leaderboard. What else is involved there?
Right now, you have leaderboards on Acryptia for the PvE version, the player versus environment version. But obviously, when PvP will take off, the most important leaderboards will be the PvP ones. But
Hmm.
still, right now you have a task system. You have to complete task, so you move on the season pass and be able to claim prizes while completing tasks. Some tasks will be obtainable, winnable, achievable only through PvP. So PvP will have a lot of weight in the overall season, Acryptia season. And obviously, there will be some special ranks and some special events and some leagues inside Acryptia based on the ability of the single players. And we think that competition is what brings a lot of attention and a lot of excitement inside a game. So we already have, so we cannot wait to release the PvP version because we think that really the game can take off and even more. And yes, we are very excited about that. We are already working on it, and so as I said, you will try to release it before the end of the year, and we're confident that we're going to do it.
That's exciting. The other part that's exciting to me is the mobile versions that you're working on, because especially these types of games are so mobile friendly, because you can do it while you're at the store and things like that. You can be kind of people use their mobile phones everywhere, so that'll be interesting. How long until you think there's a mobile version that's clean enough and the UX is good enough where people are preferring that over desktop?
Um, I'm very curious about the alpha launch because the alpha it won't be supported on every device, so obviously it will have some flaws. But I'm very curious to see uh, on the devices that works well what will be the preference of the single player. Because, for example, I had the chance to test it a few weeks ago on the iPad, and the gaming experience was phenomenal. So
Cool.
I would be a mobile player. I have to be
Hmm.
honest. I like playing on desktop, but since I have at least an alpha version, I'm going to be a mobile player. But being not supported for everyone, definitely this might still give the desktop version a lot of traction compared to it. So yeah, I think that probably when we are going to have a beta and that will be supported on every device, definitely that would be something that will be a game changer from the transition from desktop to mobile. But still, we are very curious to see the alpha numbers after the release of the alpha, because the community always surprise the team. So I'm sure we're going to be surprised and see that the transition will be much quicker than we think.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your team. How many people is it, and what's your favorite project that you built together before coming into the alien world scene?
So we are around 15 team members. Some are remote and some are based in Italy, in Rome. Most of the team is based in Rome, but we have also other team members which are from the UK, for example. And yes, we most of us work together on another company which was always a tech company, and we were focused on mobile apps development. As I told you, we have a background of mobile developers. Not myself, because I'm marketing, but all our devs were mobile developers. But after getting into blockchain, we started doing obviously we changed our path, and yeah, definitely we had some great experience in the other company, which created an app for craft beer, and also our CEO Fede also built a very interesting app, which was a nice experience because we had the chance to see it grow, which is called Body Watch, which had millions and millions of downloads. So it was a very nice experience too. And we are, to be honest, completely involved in taco, and we love to go to work every morning and try to create something new. And I think that our community sees our excitement because we think always about the project, try to get better, try to keep the community engaged, and try to build something that will make a huge impact on Web3.
Well, I like it, and I'm especially excited for the idea of mobile and the PvP and the boss battles that are coming up and the syndicates battling. I mean, a bunch of interesting stuff there. Just a quick question about Taco Swap. How is it for trading Trillium to Wax? Is that a good spot to do that?
At the moment, in my opinion, the liquidity, because it's a swap, so it's based on liquidity pool, you have no market. And I think that when we are going to release the market, it would be even better to trade Trillium on Taco Swap. But definitely, the pool is getting more and more traction, and we are not excluding doing something about adding rewards for those who provide liquidity for the Trillium Wax pair, in order to make it grow and become bigger and bigger, and allow players to have the best swap rates already. You have the best swap fees, but obviously in a swap you want that the liquidity is big. So we want to make the liquidity pool even bigger, and this is another midterm plan that we have, and I'm sure that we are going to achieve it also maybe with the help of the Alienwords team, and make Taco Swap the home of the Trillium.
And if you end up doing that, are you having staking? People can stake Trillium. Is it going to be like a DeFi platform? You need to stake Trillium and Wax together, or is it going to be where you can just stake some Trillium alone for rewards, or what's that possibly look like?
We have also the first you said. So you provide liquidity for the token pair, so Trillium and Wax. But we have also a system where you can stake a single token, which is our project token, which is called Taco, and earn daily rewards. Okay. Projects are doing that because Taco Swap has a lot of users, and so they are doing it for marketing purposes, or the chance of getting rewards, because the biggest pool obviously also gets some rewards for the liquidity pool. But definitely it would be an interesting idea to have the chance of staking PLM alone and get some rewards. Definitely, I'm going to tell to the Alienwords team, because they might like this idea.
Yeah, anything to deepen the ecosystem, I think. And creating liquidity is always I guess, but that's the tough part of running swaps. So it sounds like you guys are making it happen. So that's cool.
It's because the swap right now is the swap holding the biggest Wax balance on Wax, and it's quite crazy because we launched it on August 2022. So we are very happy about that, very, very happy, because obviously it gained immediately a lot of traction. But
you said that it's holding the largest Wax balance of any swap on Wax?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Nice.
Yeah, we are impressed too. We are impressed too, because it's not even 1 year that we launched it, and I remember all of us working during the summer, because we were very excited to launch a swap, and to see immediately gaining a lot of traction. Obviously, it's something that was impressive also for us, and we believe it's obviously it's a great product, and we don't even have the market yet. So when we're going to release it, we think it's going to become very, very big.
And when you say you don't have the market yet, do you mean like market makers providing liquidity on the back end, or what do you mean by that?
No, the market order, where you can put the order and obviously trade on the market, and not just coin swap.
Oh, so you're planning on releasing is it going to be a decentralized market, or how do you plan on doing that?
Yes, it's going to be a decentralized market. So this is the testnet version of Acryptia
Hey, it's up.
that the Alien Worlds team already tried and tested. And as you can see, I'm a football fan. My name is Francesco Totti, but yes. And as you can see, when an event, a A2 boss battle is live, you have this golden aura surrounding this letter. And here you have the event dashboard. So this is the event where you have all the information about the event, what you have to do, in this case, deal damage. And you can see that I have already staked my Alien Worlds gem, and I'm first among players for points collected, so for damage dealt. But now that I have the Alien Worlds gem staked, I show you how can I improve my position in the leaderboard by dealing damage. I have to click on the door, the transaction, and start the game. And once I'm inside the dungeon, I have to play a simple Acryptia game. But obviously, the collective task, if you remember, is deal damage. So for each damage I deal, I get 1 point in the event leaderboard. So this is a weapon in red, this is a shield in orange, and this is a potion in green. When I drag 3 cards from the top row to the bottom row, the turn finished and the dealers gives 3 more cards. So right now, it seems I might be stuck because I can't drag these cards anymore because my spots are open. So I can sell. I can sell to make space, earn coins, and draw 3 more cards, because what I want to do is to finish here the cards and complete the level. And the games goes on and on until you win or you lose. As you can see, now I'm dealing damage. Weapon on monster, I'm dealing damage.
I see, okay.
And now I'm collecting points. This I'm going to sell. I'll show you later what it is. And now I have no other options than having the monsters in my face. So I'll try to keep the damage as low as possible. But the game's
and that character there is so that's how you take damage, is you just have to get, like right now, you're going to have to get rid of some monsters and take damage, basically.
Now, this is how I take damage. And when I drag a weapon to a monster is how I deal damage.
Cool.
But now this is a bad luck here, because I have a lot of monsters and no weapons to defend myself. So I will take a potion here to heal. But yeah, I haven't dealt a lot of damage. So, well, monsters are...
Yeah, you got a tough draw going here.
They are devastating me. Okay, now I have...
Oh, there we go.
So I'm dealing some damage to monsters and try to escape this horrible level.
And yes, that's adding health, or with that little mushroom there, you put adds health to your guy. Okay.
Exactly. By using this coin, I'm getting money that can help me, to heal in between floors, as you will see in a moment. So the deck is over. The deck is finished. So I complete the first floor. I can continue. And now you go to the merchant, where you can tip him to try to have a discount on the cards that he sells.
Okay.
But at the moment, I don't have enough gold to do it. And I can cure myself for 12 gold. I can get 4 HP for 12 gold, but I have only 10. So I will start the next floor with just 6 health points. So let's see how it goes. And yes, at least I found a potion here, so I cure myself. So basically, what you hold in your hands, it has to be used. It cannot be moved. This chest, which is in the bag, can be sold or moved in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the game goes on and on like that. You can open a chest, pick one card. You have some chances to find something good, but sometimes, you can find damage here. A gift from our card dealer. And now I'm in survival mode again.
Uh-oh. Yep.
As you can
Monsters.
see, a lot of monsters. But yeah. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh yeah, go ahead. What's that? With the fire there.
This is a fire monster. So when you finish the turn and there's a fire monster on the top of the board, you get 1 extra damage from flames. So you don't want to have them at the end of the turn. It's better if you can. And yes, and I show you the last thing of the game. If you don't like the cards that the dealer sent you, you can, redraw them. But the cards that you have put, the cards that were there, you have put them again in the deck, so they will appear
again at some point.
Yeah, at some point they will appear again. But maybe we have a chance to complete this second floor with stuff. Yes, let's deal this final.
And that costs you 5 hit points to reshuffle the deck like that?
Yes, the first time it's 4, and then it costs more in the same round, obviously. And when we're going to start floor 3, it's going to be -4 HP. So it resets. And as you can see, now I have enough gold to get some extra points here. And the game goes on and on until you lose, or you can always stop it between the floors and save and restart whenever you want. So I'll show you. Now I will get killed to show you that we have collected points for the boss battle. So
little ghost.
The game is over. Card dealer is happy. I'm not that happy. And as you can see, I've not improved my position because I was first, but I had 170 damage dealt, and now I have 204. And also the collective task, it's a little more completed than it was now. Obviously, as you can see here, the text and the figures are placeholders, so it's just an example for testnet. But yes, that's basically how it works. But obviously, if you don't have this staked, the Alien Worlds gem, you won't be able to collect points for the task. So it's important to have it. And as I said to you, it's only 250 to launch this event. So it's going to be a nice race to have them.
Yeah, well, that was a great little sneak preview into the events. And you might have said this. When's the first event starting?
The 26th of April, the first event.
Oh, wow. Right around the corner.
It will last 10 or 14 days, and then we are going to have a second one that is going to start around the 10th of May and will last till the end of the season, and then the next one will be in season 4 definitely. So we are going to have 2 boss battles during season 3, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So we covered all kinds of stuff here. Is there anything that you'd like to screen share, or any other demos that you'd like to do, or any other topics that you'd like to cover as we start to wind down here?
I think that the video demonstration about the boss battles was nice. Now it's
Yeah.
time to see it on mainnet. So I can't wait to see people playing it, and also obviously sending feedback on how to improve it, because all products that we have are living products. So we can't wait really to have the first season and have not only feedback from our community but also the Alien Worlds community, because this collab is all about doing something great together. So I can't wait to have the opinion of syndicates and Alien Worlds players, and to improve it and make it even better and even bigger for the next one.
Yeah. Well, thank you to you and your team, Nico. You're all doing fantastic things here. It's exciting to see all the developments and all the real stuff you're building, and it's a beautiful looking game. And I can't wait to see how the events play out. I can't wait for PvP. Yeah, exciting times. Tell people where they can go to find you, or any calls to action, websites, social media that you got. Where do you want people to go?
On our Twitter for sure, which is Taco Wax, and tacocrypto.io is the where they can find all the information about our project. But for community, our Discord definitely is the place to be.
Wonderful. And we'll try to provide links to those in the note in the description of the video for everyone. So, Nico, wonderful having you on. And that's our show for today, my friends. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.